and welcome to this special episode of Virtual Road Trip. Today I'm starting an informative series on some local reservoirs and the New York City water supply system as a whole. Fascinating stuff, I know. I really hope you like it. So the first place we're going to visit is the Ashokan Reservoir, located here within New York. I grew up just to the south of here, and I've been coming to this place since I was a kid. I've always been fascinated by its beauty, its engineering, and its history, which I want to take a closer look at and tell you how this all started. In the earliest days of New York, when it was known as New Amsterdam, the European settlers on Manhattan used the many natural springs and small creeks and ponds that existed on the island. As the city expanded and became a British possession, the need for more clean drinking water became a never-ending search. Small ponds, such as the well-frequented Collect Pond, quickly became overused and polluted from human habitation, and were eventually filled in and built over. During the forming of Central Park, a large reservoir was built within it to collect water channeled from further north. Today known as the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir, it was formerly the collection point for the city's first true reservoir system. The Croton system, started in the mid-19th century, is still in use today. Many small reservoirs and impounded lakes throughout Westchester and Putnam counties, the largest being the New Croton Reservoir, provide around 10% of the municipal drinking water for New York City and surrounding areas. However, at the turn of the 20th century, with the city of New York now consolidated into 5 boroughs and growing at an incredible rate, the demand for water became paramount. A thirsty city turned its eyes further north, to the river valleys of the Catskill Mountains. One such valley held a small creek known as the Esopus. Dotted with small towns and a bustling railroad line, it would soon all vanish underwater. Construction to build the Ashokan Reservoir began in 1907. Within months of opening the project, thousands of workers, a mix of African Americans, Irish and Italian immigrants, and local laborers arrived and began raising the land. Everything was leveled. Homes, churches, entire villages, entire forests. Even the dead were not safe from relocation, as cemeteries were dug up and moved. At the same time, the main project was building the large dam at Olive Bridge, where the Esopus would be impounded. Other dikes and levees were built to hold the 2 massive basins, and within 8 years the project was finally complete and ready for service. It took 2 years for the reservoir to fill, and by 1917 water began flowing south. Of course, there was the issue of what to do about the towns that were destroyed. Many local residents fought the claim of eminent domain, but all lost. They were no match for the massive weight the New York City Board of Water Supply held within the state. This map shows many of the towns that existed where the water is now. Some were relocated to higher ground, rebuilt from scratch. Others were simply lost to the water, only to be remembered with road signs near their former spots. Today the Ashokan is the largest reservoir in the entire New York City water system by area, and second by volume. It has remained in continuous service since 1917, providing pristine drinking water to millions. In an upcoming video, I'll show you how the water gets there. It's another engineering marvel. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my informative series of the local reservoirs. Be sure to stay tuned and subscribe for part 2, where I'll be getting into the Catskill Aqueduct and just how all this water makes its way down to New York City. It's very interesting stuff, I assure you. And, in the meantime, just going to finish this video out with some scenic footage in the local area, starting with the spillway of the reservoir where the overflow channel is. So sit back and enjoy. again, I really hope you enjoyed this documentary style video I'm doing here. I've tried a couple of these before, but I think this is the best one I've done so far. So again, I really hope you enjoyed. And otherwise, yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the usual. I really appreciate everybody doing that. And yeah, until next time, enjoy the ride. I'll see you then.